Pia. Now we judge as when you tender in as evidence here. There's no way so the catches certificate in fake. Now, Saoka say fake here. Now the bone of contention relies upon you to prove the original. Patomuti yo. Saoka obi in the court, ni say back court. Now catch them or not even see me man the original. Now who catch and say fake here. Now the burden of the proof is free. Me and media so now one also provide the original me here.
The reason you are too much.
It's full of
Supreme Court ruling for Evidence Act no. Some me declare about court. Nasa who catch him say fake here. Dear na some way. What the bone of contention or wine so e me so never. It is in you for you to prove say who be prove me say certificate me fake am here. Eti ade akoso court no e ya na say ene mu a mo gege so a chinchina ye nkan ya no ntom no. I mean what say na osidwen. Afei court of law say who court now the fake documents kwa judge bia no beja mo akọ now they will charge you for perjury. Enti ye busa court no any mo amu a law students now say court of public opinion for ye busa mo say
mo change some
what to say Kumasi High Court a charge lawyer kusi ne client for perjury. What is he charge for perjury na? Yel mra etia court to say ye for fake documents in court. Anything on court who swear out of secrecy ni so be kan okre. Eti aden na say marriage certificate ni fake or court what ya yan charge lawyer kusi as a lawyer say he is no better. Na yan charging for perjury. Mi busam Mumusa no me yanom. As a woman. As a woman. So now Oma achieve first aim. And Penyaka
say he said they will see Kadi and Cow. Mammy Akosua say one a ya soon do ye any pa. Can you sound cranker? I wish you a penny crook na and Tentacasia UTV cars and Mamma Diana cry a without any prover. What the original beba. I will go down to Takasia Casa and Quanaka Mammy Akosua say you are you be a obet me as you know.
That's it.
Yet to me the court.
Obet me Nako, so Baby prove by be our quay South no. But Mammy, it is a say, Mammy, no way as we granny, and Tina Lumba a castle on any dinsen, and into our fan wedding. Because Same Sabato then the certificate back near the Ijina court or Cassa a original. Now me challenging say fake. I mean, I be proof just about to say any fake. Sabato you also relax as or relax cry. Only help you because what the evidence about now say fake now the ball is in your court for you to prove about to send the certificate near fake. Now the contention was the burden was in the court. Said they should prove say certificate near fake. Yama judge na fan wadi ena society no ye say ya tell me say nyina ye unity say nwan me ne nyina ye ko. To what be critical bia no society no persecute you. So maame no oma certificate stage etia no. But empany say kasabubu be say achia so emu ye or yenhwe say obenya court of appeal date no na yenhwe de besi wo so because still na no your lawyers are omo kan okre wo man mu your judges are omo kan okre wo man mu nti yenhwe de besi but to the point to say omo hu say case no omo ko use technicalities e wo high court na ye omo nim say ye their case ni be move to different stage no that's why we will try to throw in a lot of trash, garbage in the system. Where we bet me a publish a company BSC one ya press your approval point. No so no. O man me an question. I expose you say now ye some Ghana for ya date of birth me no any papa ko it's so shocking.
Marriage, no marriage document, non-marriage. Court just worry.
It's so shocking. Very, very interesting. And I think so we a young person now. This is the time you have to be critical. I mean, take out the emotions and insult, you know. Deal with them, challenge the system. We need to challenge the system. And to criticize them, do critical analysis that you prove to us, say, and yet then will be Nyansani Ben or Bekosa or Kofele from 2014. No, I worry 2010 was say, me ye single. On will be an agony of best idea. And so he tells you, say, Kululu Biakoso, and you may be in Koyi. Enuntina wo mo fa kwa bia so pursue ma me na busuafo now the last time amu ye no me kasam wo me page so say me de based on the amount me papa wari bebre o nti me ntwan se obi metu me fo menim ni nyina obi a no obetumi aka kire me say me maame kura wo mpɛ me maame ase ba to pɛ me masem. It is not, I mean, I see you can take it but I don't take that. Me I will never take that. So udi agro no so wani ana ho obi betumi ayusu ma against you at all time. Who your parent who your mother na so when you very careful obi betumi ayusu ma tia wo. Later na nkoda ne behunu na adani su no omu su but ade na nya se yawie. Enti case way
Papa minchwano asem ya wakama menchipu bibi kakra bi ewom. Could you believe say it could do to the extent say ya ne at the last time me ne ya bayi kasai ya ba ne catch me ne so ya say one more catch and their two team say one mame de one mame ye no awade de awade kura be ma bi enware ne da because you gu nanimu ase o mame gu nanimu ase so fight for property you know what it tante could you believe say awade de awade but say me nya bi anam say ade na okasa wan kasa atre no anam say wan kasa atre wo fighting for one kasa wo papa ja pade wo bebe ye you know nya awade wo say sa no maka atre me
okodi wo mu papa
wo say sa no me ba ma wo say sa no maka atre no
wow
sa no maka atre akwade ato ni tirim
wow
ase me what be that
wow now see answer me ka say point and say enipa bi ehye manipulate the system ntina me dem book asa me ka kasa ko say oba tan bia no enye wadwen say okura betimi ata no ado mada obi obekasa bi obo point ne say me dem se mahu me wo he wo me papa ware bibre me me ma me fo bibre tonight nya won otimi cha me we na dem kan say okura be do ma either say e wase ne na si bibi so ana ope bibia hu ope bibia hu na ye 1 out of 1,000 no betimi di akoma fine adi akire enti there's see letter of administration enti amra bia na tu say o ma me ade odin to letter of administration enkoda no ye evidence kire so mo ye beyond more than 18 years akoda bia no court bia fra o say bra court be di adanse bia two o papa ja pade emra bia enti enu mi bia ni so say o protect o papa legacy. But in order for them to achieve a aim by threatening and kodano mo omasuro ntino enipa betimi aye said ye mo kan ye momosuro na matwo mo ho na fa ye insight nkodano ti o maame say o maame na enye enipa na ebo sa abra no enso maame ni nya onye o mo hwe o ye ti ye kasai me ba e makase maame no ade ba kwa wode ye Ghana ni bia wo so won ti ase ne bra be kase maame wo waye mi sei waye mi ABC ni enwe ade ade na maame ndi aye Ghana ni bi unim ne he ubai what say maame na no asem waka mususem bi atia ne kunu na wafiri mu no da ebi nsiye nti wo sesei nti say wono emra no man kwan okuta the legal right to say se mi kunu afiri mu sabi yesu kura ye jahem na me court akope akoje letters of administration na wo say eno ye bone me yesa magumi kunu ni mase sa nipa no onwini wadwene nya adwuma se mi kunu wu na mabana ajapade amene ne ye me visit me pesa me hu bibia wo say me kuna wunti no me ye na chese mani brade sa
ekwo no ankasa asase so woni ne kruto yo ekwo so enu omo koka che maame ne se hwe no ansi asase ba oprega de wote demu ese wono maame ne isle go dan a wono ne krusi ababa wana na ebusa se ajapade bi cha ajapade bi
na ye sabi mpanimfo no komani afiche wo munim ni nyina let them see they should stop pretending hey bema wu na se eyire mienu wom eyire miensa ensa mo ba ye ma oba bia ntra bema bia fi bema ne yeto ne punum nti ze na ye kaze lumba hwan abusani ba ne koto papa kwado fo supunu hwan na tu punum
yantum
enso panifo na mo so da mutu yefo hwan na tu lumba punum onto se ye be ye wie abusia trase abuka asa ne ya twen kra ekira dia mo ye keka ya modi tu yefo ya hwan na ye sa de no
Omwanye
nti sese
eno na ma bebrempo ma be kan ya abusuapani ko bo prega mane ase ma bebrempo ma wakobo ayi amatawia amane a eno abusuapani na amatawia mokoka cho prega se ma bebrempo ma so omu ntisa antu nkwa ni free dem ono mo eno okoka se yantu poda lumba eda na odem ne lock no na ne 40 days after 40 days no ye hu ni kunu no ne brabo bebo ye eno abusuapani ni moko dane asem no koka cha baba wan se ma bebrempo ma se ye mpam one nkwa ni nyina efiri east go fie ho.
And point and say na maka sese nye nipa bi interest say pese ye bugu nipa so na mo nwene ma obi antimi nwene asem a me meti ai sabe wo panimu bi a wo ka bia me papa ware ma chen untimi me kuntimi nka hwe hunu na me na ware ma chen adakoja chen me na ware bebre chen eti dia me ka me na wu ye ne yire bia no ko wura ne dem o betra ofie no why ne yire bia nko wura ne dem me papa na di me na de and wo me ti na chi na mesua free no ho enti me busam sam panimfo na mo kire panin nsem no hwana tu number pono na number pono hwana tu mo ana se de niam asesa ne niam asesa ne se nkura no so adane de anam adwa ho sa so point ne say enipa be interest say you be bullying mama no because I don't know say what you change because and the last time me hear me checks no see me traffic me tan antenna we asepa I say ye nuanom Ghana fo ni bi especially mpanimfo ni bi what time the mamu amotia bro chire no dodo it seems say I say motena bro chire no a den say ombetimi adi mu adwene so because Ghana no yetemu nipa hunahuna nipa nti ase mo abro chire ya na Ghana fo nhyada mfili mo saa menim obi abetuma research ahwe ade
eyampa ade
mo mfili mo nti ase asemba ase ukra yempese be ka bia ma wo ase yehunu se mo kura na ase mo ni ate dodo ana omo nka bi nkyese ase mo ni ate dodo mo pekasa bibia mo bekirem because your system no we use the system to tame the people down. And I always say this, say, timidity and humbleness. Se nipa ye timid and just say obre no say. Your system no, we are too timid based on the systems are ye bully nipa ye tell me down. Eti I don't know say ma many tia bro chere nintino or ye alien to them and they think say we cannot benefit from this one so rather no ye be pursue baby ye interest wo. Because when you are and you buy you bet me a cool crowd be near pay. Because a bayan one say a whole Kodofo radio station say call to class when we near me no na presenters are we individual we private persons are from Aduma multi-trend radio so bo akutia na your presenters wete ma mini kunu station so na ye bo akutia DLFM and nobody says anything wrong with it. And you think say normal because you're funny. So the point is say, how do you make me do? We meet me didn't so I must pursue my interest. But who say more say karma is real?
Sabato bra.
Karma is real. And at the end of the day, yama me no. Say target ni nyina crowd do no call lawyer no so. No lawyer no. But say baby a wo gina no eno so ka ho. Now lawyer is very strategic and on him how to, the system operate. Eti yam persecute wom ni tata wom ni yatete wom and adieche say adieche we and lawyer no kwa be chere say unim say adie wa kwa be say hu ye anytime you make court be answer lawyer na make lawyer
kusi first about musumo fa obi sabato hoye ne dia
say lawyer kusi am me chere mu pe you see say na mo ma kukutu agum hwe na no letter of administration you be di free one and distorted the substantive matter no. And so you lawyer say it's not bonten na ya send information ma TikTokers be no more can say and I'm say mami Akosua say baba ko say onye interested say mami adi dia no ensa hwe still there's some crowd ho emran still mama me na kwan say o file for letters of administration ba ko so won kokra still emra e bi ho na yayi akura ni dia free mu keke no go and see the narrative. Now they lie to the people say but lawyer not confer be without the person's consent. High court not quash letters of administration out. My God, which contest? Where? Which country? Edi don't share that. A use media for be say. Omonta gati lawyer kusini yankasa lawyer opekasa do bibiana uchrem. Ni nyina was in. It was a motive. It was a game, agenda. Say lawyer kusi bibi no ono court no wa mechirem pe. Now the narrative be change. Aya dey na nyansem. So we call law school. Now, interested party, letters of administration. Now, we say when you're interested, based on the reasons. I could not class any reason is our exams. And so what? And one, young fan say, Manusu Sumana so. So I could not get any decon and what free one. And Kayan for the powerful Dinko Kawana. And yet, then you think I want to say, letters of administration, Mamia Kosas, our file high court, no? Yeah, a high court has striking it out. Where? Which law? Yet, educated fools will continue to peddle this lie through, ignorant people over social media. quite shocking. So I think say lawyer Kusi mo bompai we am mo bi man because nadwene very big or strong and what the game na say na society ni person persecute no ye tata na ko ye din na Ghana no say asemba e di na otwe da wi ana asem na te akoda nti ye ne saa abato bepem government matter bepem ti hwete na o case no ye de ato nchen and two so wonya smarter even senior lawyers example me cite lawyer obribu ahin oti ho ye mfra na ye di na so Supreme Court etia no oti ho sabon say ye say yakoche lumba japade awie ye awie enuntina omo prevent all possible means see you betimi a distinguish between a married and a side chick. Eti wuti wa no na ya massaging wuti wa so case we yakodi awie o ya iluba japade high court a chawie. So I think that mo be ma me no mo ya very strategic na mo mie money na
me tetifa lawyer Kusi hono papa enough form
I hit na kono so na no den hit na no den so enti the mekan say mo na money abre say mo pesa mo fight to the end ye hu no kre a part of democratic system nothing stopped you obi enu be ka say through the media or fight a course where chero say etia no say nipa no pa won koda emfa no ho mon frɛ no de ofili say otie de mo ka no ontie mu ka say enipa 3005 na etie mu so mo ni interest an ka de no here sani you build democracy, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, allow the people to talk so that so in some no more can be legitimate it can and you use so as a reference at all times, allow the people to talk. So munya very strategic na mun standing behind Mami Akosua serwaa ono de society na hunso woni mu kasa enti won relax na mo mu amutimi kasa no enne sempani say okoto say wonu abodi say jadamu ahun sansuo na fa wuti ni wabodi say nyina wuram fi say free ni so o de beba so ade e koso yi say enipa fight am ye hu nukure ni ye kasa ye di mpanimfo enkeka achi any intimidation achi a ebeye a sign of precedence out of na obabi a obekos atibie no they will use a high court decision against you because point in say ade omukoye ye no ontimi nka nkyere me say wo de German for new certificate to name wo German de you need to because you have no idea sani ye no sani ye no
ani menim de menyo
sani ye no o ma ye bre do it's society no o ma ye bre empanimfo no ma ye bre and now manya a lot of people because of force so quickly so I concur see who we are do not concur until the final decision and you be cast as you mon twhwem empanimfo kasa kwa yen twhwem because ye de mra na ebu o man no amamre ne amane nso ye nsua wie panimu bia ne no amamre ne amane asante amamre enye wo hene bia ne te ase nye wo hene bia nkwa ne nim bia sabia empanimfo ansa ne yesi hene empanimfo te ase ansa ne yesi hene nti nyo ohini bia ne nim asante amamre eti ohini bi kasem na won ti ase challenge no enkyeresa wumu no se ye yesa ye transform mu bulie a ye generation na pa no na ye be mobo fi se wo no the future does not rely in the hands of them, it relies in the hands of the young people. So when it comes to matters of critical thinking and challenging systems, nobody should try to obey bullying and say stop talking munya I can't system no it's of the past. Now, yemi anuswa mo Mami Akosua serwaa nchen no. You see, the media no game ne play course no doors nti mesra mo say maame no eya nsem bi wo ha sabi mo amope no ya mamu enema bu ya mamu kika nchen na kuma ntu when it comes to tricks e wo Ghana. You say ni age ni ko nanim nti ensem bi wo no bia ya yebi ya kika kire ya omo kika na Ghana mo benya akra ka mamu mane ntibi. Afi munya very strategic. Fish information, dig people, expose people, go on and do that. But adia beyento kwa kona muama chamo kono munchari nyinaso. Because they are using the system to, I mean, say, you make create assembly atumu. So I say, and no, me say Baba Jama responded to Timilika wife or Baba Jama. Now, I say Baba Jama was a lawyer. Na, you're so interested, say Lumba free, yes, Lumba busia. Yet Timinya Lumba lawyers. As I defended one side. I mean, what is this logic?
Where did you get that from?
What is this logic? Say Lumba family, Lumba the family attorney, the family lawyers. Etimi jinamu defending at one side. Can you imagine this? Nanye Lumba family no. Why na Lumba family says here? Why ya? There's but one side on one yinim. Sani yadi. And he tells you say, and no your society no. As you see any koso, who you know. Uni mobidia wasa bibeti so uni mobia yentie maami Akosua say wa case na koye say oni mobia sa na omodwen nti woye alien enu nti na mani pa nima we nyina koso pa baja ma de mu kan so wote monka wo say mo pro ne video but woni mo hwe woni dia ho hwe wono to ye esa mo challenge no ebrebe na Lumba fa no so on represent no ebrebe to brebe yi mo challenge no na obi ntiasia me ba me buso masa mun baba jama samu tie mi a ye busaw so obi ntiasia how do you represent any pan on ntiasia no se Lumba fa say represent na when you pan what does representing in what capacity? This is interesting. Ghana ye wo asembo po enti me de me nua ba kakra me kan say ye koye ne mo no ye try say ye better the systems are more operating na Muno be a Casamunya very careful because Messi case no any pair working hard to destroy the case. They want to destroy the case. Ombenya nanko bia shut up. Na mamino. What the other war, you better so mamina the other war service we free. Sana na intensity here. Say young person, ya no the other war kura na day. And today, nature no e kuma nipa sasa no edini pa chie no amama me ne yawo ho through mu amugu page so nyina ne mu am home and abroad my ade some time me ne mo body chidom because Ghana na minimum de na nke nipa bi pese yetete ma me no kama me ne famu because enipa emotional stress mi ku nipa e na Ghana no so me nkrofo ase de ometimi atete o yetete wa na wa mu ano masa ba say oh me ensiesie mo me mfa so bi entina sankofo ne very wicked people or do boni no wi awasaba oh yensiesie sa na yete eti maame no omo twakwa bia so atete no na nka ofiri mu a ne yasaba Lumba kura saman na abefa no ko na nyesa na ne mate wa ba dwena dwene boni am maame no obedi kan agya no o dwena dwene boni man obedi kan agya no fi se wonya wo hwe unim ni ba bia ye ka sei onim obi a ba bia aya asem a mo akoka ene ye kyerkyerem de mo de baaye mo kan ye tie ne ye kyerem maame no nsoma wo bia enti mesere mo amo be maame no mo amo kasama no ensem bia ya no games na ekoso highway no so no mamo manente nye bibia na esem ka kyere no wone mo di nkomo so asabia mu ya mo ntoma na reka because they are setting agenda na no na me ka ne mai said ye omo so omo nhede nti Ghana system na se no fine omo ba omo beto omo nua no but still enipa bi can manipulate them and ombetiche omo na ya nche chomu so anye ya maame no ni safety important say ni manu on who converse obetumi manage ni fie ye visa easy say enipa bi ebe pretend say omo do ni papa na wafiri mu no now they will represent them and omo concourt watumi apesi unkoda no ama maame na bi adakubi na ni fie adaja eda abonten ti mesre ya mo ne kasa am kan kire no say enkora na nyini no wontimi ntu omo fodi a ene ya on toto ne na namoyi safety ho asam na mekan said ye be ya enkomo bia anade bia yensusu se obi betimi anya because yeti asese ye ebenya nkofo bi benya na nkomo nyamaame ne ho asem bi e de abeto obonten aso besi ne ebi mai it is still mamun kase nkofo na no mudili no enipa bi eti oman ne no won agya they are looking for all means to get maame down say ye be jamba maame ye be good ani mu ase on say we dey here now we as when you tender in as evidence here you there's no way so back.
So the next question follow up on chain business is Ghana or ton Kobe or ton money or ton store or provision store. What business is she doing?
No more than that. What seems so a board of director or a DLF.
Just to I see Amazon CEO or
me nini e wa se mami miemu kese wa ha.
Okay, mami can free register general for mama why? And to say it was enforced in 2018 broad use. It is the all can say with the implementation of the Revenue Administrating Act 2016, Act 915, the use of tin became more strictly enforced in Ghana for accessing governmental services, example, banks, passport office, land registrations from April 2018.
Okay, but they'll tell you the tin number started in 2022, but it's knowledge.
Yeah.
So it's also good. But if it started in 2018, then they couldn't have had it in 2014.
Yeah, so then at 2014, which years are there now?
So that's the whole question we are all asking. So these are the questions that we have to ask them for them to give us answers.
That's it.
So the only thing that will make sense is the actual about that number OB, it was registered in 2022. That's the only thing that makes sense as far as what you just read is concerned. Into technical questions, there was here starting.
Yeah, so I mean, they just want to, ambush the system. So they probably cannot reason now.
Of course, Ghana, 98% of Ghanaians, we talk with emotions. That is why Assemba, politics, family, before we are done talking, now emotions are rising. Then we forget the technicalities of the issues we are discussing. So there was a change of strategy.
Yeah, in this situation, I think that the work at legal wife and you're very strategic.
Yes.
You are going to target every institution or
every institution. If you are telling us this business is registered, and yet this business that is already registered can also be edited in your website, there's a question mark to your website. Then we cannot trust you because anybody can go into your system and edit our details and get information. It's exactly what you are telling us.
Yeah, and then even the guy over publisher at the end of that, he must be held accountable.
He has to be held accountable.
Yes.
You just don't bring information like that.
That's right.
Never be saying I was then we made them know that.
That's a fraudster.
Exactly. That's the fraudulent. And I don't want evil for anybody. But you see, if you can be lying on your visa application several times, you are single when you are not single, you should be banned from all countries.
And I think, because of but make it this clear. And just because we hate you about your friend who Bruno. But because we don't hate it about your per se facts establishing.
Yes.
Obi or any capacity to over me out visiting VFX. Over visiting any visa application center to prove say public records just if I were single, but we want to know say the applications for the two why no. You perceive and your bonnet.
And I say inquiry now so nobody
exactly. So this animal every mama phone said not because you are just ranting, but
yes, if we keep ranting, they would think that we are. Oh no. So all the documents back, all you have to do is go to an AI engine. It will tell you the origin of certain documents. So they cannot just come and be throwing things in the dust thinking that we are dumb. That, say I'm an MVP for you. And people kept talking, be careful, be careful. Ghana has changed. TikTok is changing. People are talking. People
in
are
fact, even a picture, even pictures, you better maybe tell me where they took the picture.
Exactly.
You better
so these are the things that we have to constantly keep doing.
Yeah.
We should stop focusing on the emotional part of it. And let's focus on the technicalities because Obi will but maybe while they are on the platform, now they come into on Bamba. So so we can have sections where we will be emotional and we will rant out our feelings, and then we have sections where we ask a lot of tangible and educative questions. Charlie, they won't be able to beat us. Together we are strong. They will not be able to beat us in anything. We will question every single thing they do. Okay. We will question every single thing they do, and that is how we will get them. Because on the bar, me say documents on the bar, and when I saw that, because I work with documents, when I saw the first thing, what I did was go on my break and I downloaded it and I scrutinized every single part of those pages. And I'm going to call back to the page and I'm going to be some questions on each page. Questions on each page. Mr. I said, come and answer these questions. He couldn't answer it. He couldn't. How dumb do you think we are as a people? How dumb do you think we are? And they say, Tim legal. Oh, me makacha Chris say, Chris, you want to write on team legal wise, but Charlie Enfa.
Me ba to why dey. Then you why dey crazy.
Oh,
your Facebook person for Opega.
But or your Facebook lawyer be.
Ah, no say me announce case you. Say me dey can you know.
Sabato on the carry a woo. We won't give open a YouTube channel. We are starting to open a YouTube channel. You won't write on legal wives to get the oh yeah.
I can say or your double spokesperson, which means that on in the edge man. That's a more different Ghana system. Which means next case.
Next case, yeah, so we question his credibility. Or to UK. UK is that a UK natural. So as a lawyer.
Only more double need the but one in the year Juma dear,
only the Juma because on the page, why English do bring
about 7 minutes here, man. You confess to you that you are.
Yes, I shall take in one for Father.
Akosua say, I mean, I can say me akosua. It's me who dey eka.
Yes,
with a mansion.
Into the mansion, say betri mansion na. You betri mansion in the way that the
one problem to the BBI, you man so na be man. There's a more fragile document at the court. There's a nice case, I did not put what attend because I was a was educated.
No man be below.
I'm saying I was educated. Okay, I'm also to fake about it. And then the media following up on the show. And they are both don't be smart or don't really say, and the Ghana media follow above phone. The HM woman also to Ghana. Only bet to my father called Jerry. I could him so the Banto Internal Revenue Office and I say, Jerry for a document about Pontier and Passalumba. The Jumo Piani did say, the Pato will register the so. Or don't bring a dano. What a thing by media for the Jimmy. Omuku Ghana or more public on Facebook. I don't want to show the page. Over quiet power radio. And she FM not at all. Jimmy and a criminal. As you say. Oh, what are
guy? If I tell me why so much criminal.
I say I'm telling you. Only the can't have job until you prove say. You know way, me I'm down, I'm a director. I'm not
shouting. We don't want to do that anymore.
Yes,
we need to
educate. We
need to start educating people. People begin to question. People begin to. These are the things that we keep doing. So when we do things like that, people are yes. So we are not just here to do emotions. We are here to also
that is Vincent mo. Yeah, man, attention.
No,
carry na ewuno. Yeah. Because when him first more credible, what another big gossip the band there, celebrity gossip the band there, no. Yeah. Oh yeah, true for papa. What's UK ha? What ni memre wa ha? Oh sorry, I was so a lawyer. You don't own your lawyer because as a lawyer there, you should know better. Oh you're corrupt. And only member no more yes, I be better UK ana. Only. Who the nyabo sama na make sense. Oh, the Sabato nyabo sama make it point. Remember the ba almost photo side there we remember no buy UK I say remember no ma pamu ba ba na yes an kwase. Who resistant? Who two way? Who be UK ah? Bi bu sa o say adwuma be pan e de kwase asem no. Mu din san fu sa dey. Ya soma mo. Some wale man some what to una some di true mom you some di true mo. Okay, this time mama make me point me can so much make point. E be so abon say. E be so abon say. Na boy me pan na me. Mama make am answer. Why don't mama make am answer? E be so abon say we enya tell me na me mama so make am answer ma dan ya. Ah. E be so abon say mama make am answer. E be say na me can so much.
Yeah, can I simple?
Yeah, me can say, if you are something about trust for no be fan and as so you again and as a phone, and you know, and you're not correct. Over trust for no say you're not correct. You're never, and if some question, because you say, and the idea. Oh, the
and then the embassy about Coho. Oh, let's not go there.
I'm not coming because I want to send him in Pesta. Sorry, I say.
The patron, more would tell you, you can remove you.
Oh, the
my document about it. When you are the ball, when you sabotage, I want to make a sama make a sana. Ade, so the other
men can why I have limp. I make us something like spread the other day. I don't know why. My home, yes, the sacrifice, what Jimmy has to be man. I don't know why you're not you. Just remember what the Yao program in you.
What is that trouble? And I saw my tablet card and a cocoa. That's why I found a document. Then say that case. Now my lawyer from where you're going to Ghana. It's simple. You have to come in here. Then you're by Cassim, what can you? And do baby, what would you be big duty? Son of a political. What the document about in the table tree, and yet the dear, not no question running. No, brother,
yes, they have about to crevice. Just what think about Toby man or online. This guy don't fight a system. I can't do what Jimmy, you are at 10. Jimmy, you are at 10. Yea, when your lawyer, oh, I broach it. And do not be no test to this what you're yet. Nobody must, as simple. Well, you're coffee. What do you put them? Number shows all the fraud document or social media. Our the other go up on thing, or this or the internet is different. That's what fraud don't go for a simple. Now, a process system and document is authentic, a fake. Okay, this is interview. Would just be in that. What about the interview?
Sabato Manankasa. It's on a heart. Just
Israel. No, what
was this trying to say? He said, "Come on, yeah, no."
Yeah, maybe can say the same crevice sentinel. Yeah,
Chris Sabato.
I said, no, I will be a children. And go catch for do I did who are very precious and got a kind. I bring you to the mission. But
Mommy and Cathy, a Yidian so. The friend say, I get you there, so you go there. Yes, Sister Queen, I can why.
Obituary comment be. Now, my person may build you on it. Okay, I say, let's let Sally talk about it on Saturday, which is a good point. Even on him, you bet me documents now, command. Me, I change mistakes, the word documents in your name. Yakache Musemuko Yemu show. Most market women no ATM. Into a most of phone call. No one be some questions. Our most platform say na you document to home. And we all need answers. You know, these are the way we will send education. Because we also have loved ones who also have bigger platforms. You know, when we get the answers to the questions, then we send them what we have, and then let them also ask the majority of radio, TV, then we begin to build a bigger audience of people who will see us as different. It's not always about sentiments. It's not always about with whom we are coming.
And I think that
we will always be on the same path.
Yeah, and I think that the Enya Bane Kano, a fantastic. Obiti said, Ulano or Nita Femno. Young try to get him. Now, your money, young on him.
No, there is the one. It's almost that.
Oh, okay, but
we know like a side. There is no man. They say what say. Sabato swat there. Olan was say because of despite sense and being into no. Odema wola one yet, or him away a dead or by a sally bay, but wola no say no dinner dry.
Oh, yeah, social media who says you know. I think one come and go into be or make one as some child.
Ola Bello,
social media, no more the other sitting in your mannequin, in your print. Sometimes, yeah, you're producing. Yeah, hit it at the end, say, I'm here. That's all. And go up with this one, and I say, and Chamuni Nadrum.
About Yamo lady, and I make us the one, Salima, or Yama, what's the 24 so be? Yeah, the man die by
so if Dazi TV.
That's a long time. I will check for what you. I will check for me. I said what to me. I said, yeah. Some of the same, I'm going to say.
Let's not do this.
I will check for Madame Woman. More on Crata. The do baby. You will be the same time that the country. Simple mathematics. One for you have branch and document on the Bible channel. And also a table city. One for every fraudulent document. At the same time, you can't tell me say the certificate you're fraud empty. Fraud and what to me, person when you panic to UK. I'm going to show Mamma. I'm going to contact Ghana. I brought you, my batobia or lawyer. To do better from
Sabato. I feel no. That we can't go that tangent because Nipa Wobusia. You touch destinies. You don't touch one person.
Issue.
The best we can do with our investigation is to make the best we can do.
How the Ghana marriage certificate UK embassy? Yes, you can
of course.
Because of the same way by in it.
This is the thing that we should do.
Because the panel on inside and I'll be like, because you can never marry to the reason so and the UK say, oh, the Ghana quiet a young abuse. You refuse to go for the I say. We see completely. I say, and I know the answer on the one, and one. Yeah, draw no so.
Queen. Another thing too we should do is move about life. You people should try and have outline of what you want to discuss. More discussing more educative, now maybe more the last 30 or 20 minutes, emotions and sentiments. Because I'm saying this because most people feel like about social media and not TikTok we don't talk about like the essential issues. We are so focused on waiting we were coming. We then report to say yes before we realize not the main focus, which is Akosua serwaa assembly here. We are not getting it. We are not getting the answers that we need. And the example was like the way those breaking news. I know eventually we stopped because we felt like it wasn't helping us. And that is way forward the way by here. And I'm a kind of we can have sections for education, like maybe Monday, Tuesdays, or now Monday, Wednesdays, Friday, education, Tuesdays, Thursdays. Emotions, then people will begin to realize that no, there is more to this group than we thought they were initially. And also we will build a bigger audience. More people will bring us more information because they realize that we are dissecting. What people don't know is the people who will contact you to fight for them, you have no idea. While you are doing all these things, you are also building a credibility for yourselves for the near future.
For a visitor, even on your dining table at home.
That is what me in my small, me buy and let's say we should be doing.
Right. Mami for we soon come na even na mo say. I want to say baby a case na bro no. Right. So at the other person me can say we are fighting for a good cause to make sure that justice will be served now. Yeah, what the lawyers bet me aye. and the media no bit I mean traditional media downplay most situations, but anytime the social media na ebe overpower no and you think say now almost as so act the mu ye e bia ma me under say e bia probably record them and say you keep on pursue say we are targeting the institution any document whether from the court or from anybody somewhere more it will be our big platform so say can say work and can about say be a strategy to about but because of education I you'll be best one also mount different strategy with me but as I said you know one map say I deal with document when I be about sorry or he take register general IRS say we want to know now most of now it will create the attention there and it coming into I think that for now no case we know technicality no we use na yes I mean obi a interest you break it down you break it one more down or with the document back until we challenge it lawyer you have a customer we also do a follow up and then we challenge it there no because if it is a Kumasi case we say with the speed be na the back today and kaja and kanya dey obefa no wadi because sabre no with the speed na dey and the twa and we both am ko here but we check it the circumstance date and nipa baby e wo no time no I mean you find easy but I think that this time obi opportunity with any institution document and I say anything I concerning public concern and see it we need to find more now we can do critical analysis about it and then we fight and make sure because the more we are saving the system.
Yes, you don't push it with the right way, which is the law. So I'm going to anybody and I'll make you only the proper term and the other one and cut and look at the way from what do you put number where
advocacy is hospital now you can't step number MRI no. We need to take them on and ask them questions.
Queensy, only baby. Anytime Bianco forward the idea be babble and say fake be my dear way. Almost strategy say, or would the baby be shim, na ya to alcohol. Yeah, now when you're quiet. Well, my dear, and what I say, what's the deal when they say, would the baby bar? And me and follow Sad the baby. My stadium would say anytime piano. Really buy, you know. Not legal wife baby. Oh no, bit at the baby be about. We practice or pressure say. Then I one or one more side. They say the DTN and I cannot. So our focus is not going to be on them. Our focus is going to be on the institution that was loose enough for them to use them as a bait. And listen, I may make us say, what did you do the one? You're very careful, say, I dear your mother, or would it be better? I saw my main travel. I want to be quiet. Now I want the Yanima underground. They also baby can clear the near Puntopa. This time around, no. Anyone say
yeah, we will just scrutinize them. And like I said, hospital, no. If we begin to push the hospital to bring us answers, we will get them. Yeah. Company be a new one, the reputation is not important to them. If we are pushing the agenda that we need answers, they are not giving us answers, and they begin to lose clients, they'll come and issue a public statement that this is what happened at the hospital that day. And that is exactly the truth we will push them to bring out. What happened at the hospital that day? Why was there a coroner's like report? Why? What happened? Why are you silent? Why is the administrator? Because our chances are even Michael Jackson, Moshe Brown and Dr. Bray. So these are the questions and the things we need to push for people to, when we push them to the wall and they realize that our reputation is at stake, they'll speak up and tell us the truth. Not in a bad way. We are not insulting them. We are only telling them that we need the truth. And the truth must be done so justice must be saved. And we can do that just by scrutinizing them from head to toe. And nobody wants their company to be at risk of collapsing. So once we do all those things, people will begin to speak up. Lawyer Fati, number 2, why are you contacting Akosua's daughter? That is what we call conflict of interest. That is case. You don't contact the person until the case is out of court. Until we can equally push to the court and say that they have a word for it.
the BBB of the court, being in contention of the court also. So, Lawyer Fati, why are you contacting that child of your opponent? You shouldn't do that. So these are the things that we need to push for people to know that we actually know what we are doing. You know, we actually know what we're doing. Then that way people will begin to follow us and not tag us as just noisemakers or people who just come, rant and leave. You know, we have to leave a hallmark. We have to let people sit down and start questioning. They say in their life, hey, I'm sure a lot of people will go back and start looking at the documents. And also looking at, because we have what we call attention to details. It's very important. BBC, attention to details. The little things that people don't see. It is what you have to look out for. So that is what we have to start doing. And we look out for these petty things and and once we find these things, we bring it on life, we show it to the whole world to know that this is what they are doing, and then we are not seeing it. And then the days that we want to come and bring out our emotions, we do it. Nobody can hold us, you know. And scam. Into that person about me dear man, and I'm basing my life. No my better comment, no our family. And I really appreciate you. You see, they're not really the way forward. Before I sell the corner, what's the way forward? Because Minyanti said this is not the first life all cast as in way. Yeah, so what's the way forward? They say no. I
was Quincy and Sally, I program. More church said no church more has seen no.
Oh, your number.
Sally number, no, him my way.
I never friend.
Queen do here. Now, no more.
See, I didn't mean to be your own, I say.
Don't mean Cassan or no more Cassan, boom,
I carry you.
And I try to yeah.
Yes, you know, these are the things that we should do. Into the
friend, they are to some less on your number. And Viscount is here very good. Yeah, can I say you but for now, no. Dear, one more propaganda, your more come, dear, no. The way forward, we say, a fire beer would be to say, they say, no, it's a reason show, or bet you in Simo, or near a brother, a crazy mo, I judge in Simo. Ye will be a FM station, or way forward, our Ghana, oh, bet media for Ghana, and one final. One more I found myself. The patrol, my mental wing show. Media, traditional media. There's one lady, Contenchi, or ya, dear Papa, or Cassaye. Oh, Contenchi, they said, be your bar, one day, see only Papa. And yes, you need to be a Facebook and a blog and as I say. Send them the reason why I wouldn't say, summer year thing. A day work. I was saying you be to say, Councillor Lutrot can also know Ghana. The reason say when Ghana, but will be a war Ghana, will bet me a call or more a traditional one or no. No, they are quite almost they should explain, sir. I dear or pregnant for the other. And now I say, will be cast at 24, gospel 24, also more Ghana and 2 more pay. Tinisani pebise no si ntimi bia so mo de ko mankasa ono ma ko cheche no ma ba way forward de aba say de say na tie say be beti ne ma bia say nti no the way forward no ye hu ne mu ye ne so de be ko office de be ko be bia wa say dupo bia no ma cheche sa ne be no ma say be ba so me ne ya agbe me pa cha a good idea pa.
Amaliate, you will my number. Oh, now I'm a bank. Okay, I am vice of your marriage. The bad is about your dada. Lady, Okay. Simple.
Quincy, farmer scientifically, why?